In a matter of hours, the nation's top law enforcement official will make his way to Minneapolis. Attorney General Merrick Garland is expected to announce the results of an investigation into Minneapolis police, which the DOJ launched after the murder of George Floyd. Tonight, Danny Spiewak joins us live with a preview. Danny?
Well, Julie, the Minneapolis Police Department has been under federal investigation for more than 2 years now. In fact, the DOJ first launched this investigation in April of 2021, one day after Derek Chauvin was found guilty by a jury in the murder of George Floyd. So tomorrow, the DOJ is expected to lay out some of the findings that they got from that investigation into MPD and possibly chart a path forward. When Attorney General Merrick Garland touches down in Minneapolis on Friday, he's expected to announce the results of a federal investigation looking into whether MPD engaged in discriminatory policing.
The primary thing is just going to be looking to see what their findings are.
Jason Armstrong understands this process well. From 2019 to 2021, he served as police chief in Ferguson, Missouri, another city that came under federal investigation after the 2014 killing of Michael Brown.
And what I've seen when these reports come out is they typically highlight a lot of issues that need to be addressed and that need to be worked on. It's just a matter of waiting to see the magnitude of the volume.
If the DOJ finds a pattern of discrimination in MPD, the city and feds would start negotiating a consent decree, which could take months. A consent decree is basically a court-enforced order that would mandate MPD to change policies and training. They have been used frequently over the past 3 decades in places like Los Angeles, Chicago, Baltimore, and Ferguson.
It is going to be a lot of work. It is going to be a heavy task and a heavy burden.
Especially in Minneapolis, which entered into a similar court agreement with the state earlier this year. The city could become the first in American history to come under state and federal orders at the same time.
I've never heard of that.
David Harris is an expert on police accountability with the University of Pittsburgh School of Law.
I mean, that has some potential issues if they get confused, if they get at cross purposes. So they have to make sure that they coordinate and have things arranged the best that they can.
So that's complicated, Danny. Do you hear anything about any kind of plan if they do have to merge state and federal agreements?
Well, in the last couple of months, we've actually asked both Mayor Frey and Police Chief Brian O'Hara about that very topic. They have both assured us that the state agreement that has already come down would conform to whatever the DOJ wants at the federal level, and they're going to just have one person called a monitor overseeing both agreements, one person for the 2 agreements so that there isn't that confusion.
All right. Thanks so much, Danny.